It's 7:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Forensic police are still trying to determine the cause of yesterday's fatal house fire at Mayfield. Neighbours heard an explosion before seeing flames engulf the rear of the home in Arthur Street, where the body of an elderly man was later discovered. Residents say he'd only just moved in and mainly kept to himself. Fire and Rescue New South Wales Inspector Peter Nyes has told NBN a fire investigation unit is working side by side with forensic police.
We've got fire investigation coming from Sydney, plus this accelerant detecting dog that's coming up as well.
A Chinese national will be sentenced today for murdering his estranged girlfriend in Newcastle in 2013. Jae-Eun Wang admitted to stabbing Shane Wu more than 60 times in a jealous rage after he found out the day before she was seeing another man. He confessed to the crime during a call to 000, saying he felt betrayed. Newcastle's most senior police officer says the latest Bureau of Crime statistics confirm how hard the force has been working to keep the city safe. Figures across every major crime category have either fallen or remained stable, and the situation is reflected right across the region. In particular, break-ins in the city are down by 32%. Superintendent John Grolton says it's a great result.
It's due to the very, very good work of the men and women in the New South Wales Police Force and the Newcastle City Local Area Command. So yeah, we're really pleased to see the high majority of crime cases coming down across the city.
Lake Macquarie Council is being urged to find the owners of a vacant lot which has become an illegal dump site. The disused land at Glendale has been unattended for a while, and residents are fed up with it being used to dump rubbish. Wallsend MP Sonia Hornery says she hopes action will be taken to clean up the site.
Now, obviously, they would find out who the owner of the site is, and I'm sure that Lake Macquarie Council will appropriately ask the owner of the site to start tidying the site up, including keeping the site mowed, and investigate who it is that's conducting the illegal dumping.
The earth moved for Cessnock residents last night. A small 2.9 magnitude earthquake was recorded at Abernethy just after 7:30. There have been no reports of any damage. Raymond Terrace residents are being encouraged to get on board planning for next year's Australia Day festivities. Port Stephens Council has been celebrating the national event for many years and is hoping to give it more of a community feel by appointing a local representative on a new subcommittee. Communications Manager Ross Smart is encouraging passionate residents to express their interest in the role.
The expression of interest will open today and they'll close on the 22nd of May, so there's a bit over a month to express your interest. You can find the expression of interest form at Council's website at portstephens.nsw.gov.au. Alternatively, please feel free to contact our customer relations staff to speak to our community development and engagement unit. They're looking after it for us and they'll be more than happy to help.
And around 2,500 people will converge on Newcastle this weekend for the New Run Festival. A number of events are planned for Sunday with 10, 5 and 2 kilometre runs, all starting from Foreshore Park. The festival has attracted runners from across the country and overseas. Now with sport, Georgia Moylan.
The Newcastle Knights are looking to bounce back from their recent losses against the Dragons and Sharks when they come up against the Parramatta Eels this weekend. The sides will meet this Sunday at Hunter Stadium with Jared Mullen and Tarek Sims expected in the lineup despite shoulder injuries suffered in last week's game. Halfback Tyrone Roberts says wet conditions in the last 2 games impacted their plays.
It's been hard. We haven't really played any good football in the wet. And every time we train, it's always dry. So we haven't adjusted to the wet conditions. So it hasn't been that good at the moment.
The Newcastle Jets are hoping a win at Hunter Stadium tonight will give fans something to celebrate after this season's disappointing campaign. With just 1 win on home turf, the squad are prepared for a tough match against the Sky Blues, who are so far unbeaten against Newcastle. And in greyhound racing, with 9 wins and 6 minor placements in recent months, Jeff Eaton's Le Grand Logie is preparing to compete for the Maitland Cup tonight. That's sport. I'm Georgia Moylan.
2 NURFM News Time 26 to 8.